In our fast-paced, ever-changing world that we live in today, how do we keep engaging our kids? How do we keep even engaging people that we're training in a kid story workshop? Because everything needs to happen at such a fast pace. Well, how can we do that? And what kind of timing is necessary to keep people involved? Well, I'd like to explore that here today on Kid Story Quick Tips. Timing is everything. But what do I mean by that? You know, many of us, we were originally taught that to be a really good teacher, you were able to learn the information, have the kids be sitting and engaged with you as you were lecturing them. And as you have probably discovered through many of these quick tips and through the Kid Story Workshop, is that we want to engage them. We want to facilitate. We want them actively involved in the story and in the lesson. Well, even in that, there is a timing that needs to happen. Because if we don't engage them right away, in our world where there's TikTok and Facebook and, Instagram and these things that happen so fast and you can just keep moving till something gets your attention, that how do we do that in our classroom setting and be able to engage the kids? So let's talk for just a few minutes about timing. Well, first of all, 10 minutes. So we're going to break it down into 10, 20, 90, if you can remember that. 10, 20, 90. Now, within 10 minutes, you need to do some kind of activity. Now, I'm talking about whether it be with kids in a class or with adults and leaders in a workshop. Every 10 minutes, you need to have them engaged in something, whether it's interacting with one another, it's doing something on a sheet of paper, it's acting something out, it's doing some kind of activity. Maybe it's reinforcing the lesson with somebody else, so that if you're in a workshop, it's one person having to demonstrate for another person. Rather than you doing it, they're doing it for one another. You might remember when we're learning the story, we have you start sharing that with one another. So not only are you doing something, but you're actually participating with somebody else in trying to tell the story. When we talk about retail, we do all kinds of retail activities. So it's engaging people. You talk a little bit, you engage them in it. You have some kind of activity. Now, it could be, that you take a poll. It could be that it's fill in the blanks on a piece of paper. There's all kinds of ways to get people involved, whether it's virtual or whether you're live. So engage people every 10 minutes. Now, every 20 minutes, you should have them stand up and be able to do some kind of activity. And it could even be just standing up and stretching, opening up your lungs and doing some stretching. It increases the oxygen flow, which increases the brain's capacity to be able to focus and to be learning. So every 20 minutes, you should have everybody standing up and doing something. Now, even in that 20 minutes, it might be that you're doing your activity and then you're revisiting. You're kind of doing a review in some kind of active form. So 10 minutes, you have some kind of activity. Every 20 minutes, you have them standing and engaging. You might have seen and experienced when I do a workshop is I'll have you engage with different people and do different things to engage you with one another, not just with the person next to you, but with all kinds of people. It might be finding somebody on the month that you were born in. It might be somebody that's wearing the same color clothes that you're wearing. It might be somebody that has the same shoe size that you have. All kinds of ways to get people up, engaged, moving, and talking and meeting with one another. So we should do that like every 20 minutes. And then every 90 minutes is, you need to have a good break. You need to have a stand, stretch, 15-minute break where people are allowed to move around and just kind of decompress and be able to just move about, have a time where they're not having to concentrate and focus on what you're teaching, but they're able to just kind of decompress and be able to just have something else to focus on, something light something that might be a snack, might be, just anything that allows them just to kind of take a break from all that you've been doing. 10, 20, 90. It's okay to break up your time frames and to be able to say that, you know what, timing is everything. Try it this week. See what you could do to make sure that everybody's engaged every 10 minutes with some kind of activity. Have them standing every at least 20 minutes. And then at 90 minutes, you're taking a good, healthy break from all your teaching. Let us know how it works for you. See how you can do it in your workshop or with the lesson that you're doing with your kids. Thanks for joining us here on this week's Kid Story Quick Tips. God bless you.